Good morning, everybody. It is still morning as I'm taping this, although it's late morning. Wanted to come out back and just let you see the sea of yellow. These little yellow flowers that are everywhere. It's beautiful back here. The goats and sheep love being back here now because there's lots of good stuff to munch on. But it is Tuesday, and I thought I would like to use Tuesday as a time not to go run out and buy tacos. If you want to do that, you can do that later. But rather, use Tuesday as a time to test you. Testy Tuesdays. Test you on your biblical knowledge. And I'll use it based on the lessons that are coming up on Sunday. So, our Old Testament lesson is right from the very first verses of Genesis. Let's see, do you know the very first verse of Genesis? Genesis 1. Do you know how it starts? What's that I hear? Yeah, you got that. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. All right, pretty good. Not bad. What's next? That's the test. What's next? I'm listening. I still don't hear it. Stop Googling it. All right, I'll tell you what it is. And the earth was formless and void, and there was great darkness over the deep, and the breath of God blew across the waters. Now, some of that's a bit of a free translation on my part, but it's really, really close to the original. In fact, it's probably a really good translation of the original Hebrew. The earth, formless and void, nothingness, darkness sweeping across the deep. That would be total, utter chaos. Nothing seems to be making sense. And what's happening? The breath of God. The Spirit of God, the wind of God, any one of those is a good translation of the Hebrew, is hovering over the waters. Hovering, blowing, resting. Powerful imagery of a loving Creator, a loving God who sees a mess out there, chaos, a void, darkness, and out of that he creates order, he creates beauty. I don't know if you noticed it yet as I've been walking around, but I'm a little chaotic myself this morning. Why do I say that? See, I have my face mask, which is Pittsburgh Steelers, but just to show you, I do have one. Buffalo Bills. That's my Buffalo Bills shirt. You might say, you're really messed up having both those things on at once. Hey, I like to have a little order in my life which can be chaotic. So on top are the Steelers, and just below them are the Bills. And some people might even claim the Bills are closer to my heart. And they would be wrong. I love the Bills. Steelers are still number one. But back to our scripture. That image of the Spirit of God hovering. It's a very feminine type of image. It's an image of a bird, a chicken, and in Old Testament, an eagle spreading her wings to protect her young. That is God's Spirit at work in the world to bring beauty out of nothingness, to bring order out of chaos. That's one of our lessons for this Sunday. And it tells us that even in the beginning, the very beginning of time, God was there to look around and say, this is a mess. Let's put it into order. I believe He's doing that right now in our midst. And it's that wonderful feminine side of God, the Spirit, who's working in and through us right now to bring a little order out of the chaos that is surrounding us right now. That gives me hope. That gives all of us hope. That also gives us reason to move forward in love, caring for one another, and doing our part to move with that wind, with that breath of God. I don't know if you can see it in the leaves above me, but there's a gentle breeze blowing through the air right now. It feels good. It's a nice, comfortable day, and it's a time that we can concentrate on God's work in our world, in the midst of chaos, in the midst of darkness, bringing forth order, bringing forth light, bringing forth hope. God's love is here. Jesus' love is pervasive in this world. Sometimes it's hard to see, and sometimes it does get kind of kicked to the side by evil forces, darkness, but it's a darkness that has not been and will not be overcome. You and I are a part of a grand and glorious creative God, and we participate in that work of continuing creation in this world. Let the Spirit rule and blow through your life. God's blessings be with you this day.